Hey, what's going on there, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. It is Monday. It's after the weekend. I'm sure everybody had a good time, enjoyed family and friends, but now it's time to get back to work, right? Back to work with bettering ourselves. There's nothing wrong with trying to better ourselves, right? That's the key. It's the key to life. It's to try and improve. Try and improve on the last thing that you did. And we're going to do that tonight. We're going to be doing that in Civil 3D this evening. We're going to be diving into more of the label styles. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a review. Let me check and make sure that my sound is good. Sound check. Yep, that's good. Okay. Where was I at? Oh, tonight we're going to do a little bit of a review of creating a label style. And then after that, we're going to be going into using a child label style. Okay, not child labor, child label style. So the first part, again, is going to be a review. It's going to be really quick and dirty. If you want to see kind of like the slow version of that, go to the previous exercise, of creating a label style. You can go through all that. Or if you are tired of the dirty YouTube streams, you can get the clean, fully edited, pristine versions of these videos and tutorials. If you go to civil3d.tv and click to start a free trial. Click that blue button up at the top and then click this free button. You get a free 3-day trial. Again, just a reminder, if you want to check me out just to see what these videos are like, what the pristine videos are like. But if you like the down and dirty, long form YouTube streams, feel free to stick with the free tutorials. They're perfect for people that are just kind of like, you know what, I'm not sure if I want to get into Civil 3D, but I'll try it out. I need to kind of maybe learn it for a civil engineering course that I'm taking right now. Maybe I'm getting involved with engineering, but I haven't yet touched the software. Well, the software is pretty important when it comes to your career. A lot of engineers, they typically go to school and they learn a lot of engineering ideas, if you will. A lot of courses with regards to engineering, but they never really get comfortable with Civil 3D. There's a lot of people that I've worked with in the past that, when it comes to working with this software, they don't know how to use it. And I think it kind of slows them down a little bit. But if you want to progress, if you want to add something to your skill repertoire, I highly recommend that you get involved with Civil 3D if you haven't already. Again, we've got these free tutorials right here. I've gone through that in the past. This is just a reminder. Start the free trial. You get 3 days. The other thing that you could do, if you don't want to go with these courses right here with a subscription, you can go and browse. And what about modeling a surface? If we click on that, there's actually a way to rent these courses. I'm actually logged into watch.civil3d.tv right now, but there's a way to rent. There's a rental period for these classes, and you can go about it that way as opposed to a subscription. Maybe you already know what's going on with a lot of the other stuff. You don't really want to mess with a subscription. This could be the route to go. And you get the exercise files too. You have access to that. Lastly, as a reminder, if you don't want to do that, you can go to youtube.com/civil3d and you can become a member. Click join. And then there's 2 options right here. You don't get the free trial option. You don't get the free 3-day trial that you get with going through the website, but with YouTube, You can get a membership for $9.99 a month. It's a little bit less expensive than going through the website. But yeah, this gives you access to the latest 10 videos as opposed to the entire library, which is $29.99 a month. That's over 100 videos too. Nice, pristine, easy to follow, and just get straight to the point. So that's what we have going right here. Let's go back here. There we go. Lastly, I want to remind you that you can also go to the homepage of civil3d.tv and you can sign up for tutorial updates. Every month, all of these live streams are encapsulated in a newsletter. You can click on the link and you can maybe catch up with some of the streams that you missed. So just type in your first name and email and just say I'm in, and you're good to go. So now that that business is out of the way, let's get into some review. So how have you guys been doing? Have you guys been practicing on your own, or have you been, do you have any questions with regards to your career in civil engineering? If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. I've been involved with civil engineering ever since I graduated from high school. It's about since 1999. So yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of things, you know. I mean, if there's any sort of strategies that you'd like to know about, or if you'd like to know a little bit more about what it's like being a CAD designer or an engineering technician, I'm your guy. Feel free to leave a comment. Okay, review. Creating a label style. Let's start. Let's zoom into the Main Street alignment. Let's see if we can find it first. Go into alignments, centerline alignments. We've got west, but where's my Main Street? I bet you it's within this XREF. If I wanted to, I select the XREF, right click, bind, then insert. There we go. But it's not showing up within my alignments yet because it's a block reference. Let's explode this. X for explode. Click that. Boom. Look what we have right here under alignments. We've got the East Street, Main Street, and West Street showing up now. So which one is this? This is Main Street. And that's what we're going to be focusing on. Let's do it real quick. Zoom into station 00. We're going to add some design speed information. Okay, we'll select this, right click, add alignment labels, go under here, design speeds, station over speed, we'll go ahead and add that, and then apply it. We've got our design speed, but we can kind of tweak that label if we wanted to. Okay, we'll right click, edit alignment labels, design speeds. We can edit this label. Okay, we got this little dialog box right here, station over speed. We're going to create a new label style, and we're going to call this design speeds inline. Okay, description, we're going to call this small design speed label perpendicular. Got to remember how to spell perpendicular. To the alignment. Then go into general. We're going to accept the default settings for this. Then go into layout. Okay, we're going to go into here. Okay, under properties. Well, my contact lenses are getting a little dry. Just a little dry, a little dry. Actually, under station, visibility, make this false. Now we're going to select design speed. Design speed, anchor component, we're going to leave that at line. Anchor point, we're going to have that at end. See how that changes in the preview pane? Then for the text, bottom right. For the attachment, X offset, we're going to change that to 0. Y offset, we're going to change that to 1. Okay. Go into the contents properties. We're going to delete this design text. So it's just speed. Then we're going to select this design speed property block. And under properties, we're going to add a 1/10 onto that, and we're going to replace that. Then we go into format. Actually, select speed. Under format, we're going to change the font to Times Roman. Then click OK. And then click OK. That should be it. We can go ahead and click OK for that. Apply. And there we have it. I'm going to go ahead and save this to my desktop. Okay, that's the review. Let's get into the next exercise, which is using a child label style. You know, with a lot of these tutorials, it's nice being able to go into the live streams and to be able to kind of scrub through, kind of like where where you might be having some difficulties with certain aspects of Civil 3D. Um, but sometimes it's kind of nice to be able to find a video that gets to the point. With a lot of the subscription videos, you're able to get directly into maybe the area that you're curious about. And sometimes what a lot of people do, what a lot of students and subscribers have done, is that sometimes maybe they're only a subscriber for maybe about a month or so, as opposed to being a long-term student or subscriber. So don't feel obligated to, if you do become a subscriber, don't feel obligated to stay as a subscriber, because I don't want anybody feeling like they're wasting their money or they're not getting quality from their money when it comes to being a subscriber. Use what you can, then pause, or even cancel the membership. I think there's an option to pause if you wanted to, but sometimes it's just kind of nice just having a guy that can get just straight to the point and just let you know, okay, look for this, look for that, and look for this. End of the video. As opposed to these live streams where I'm just going on and on and on about different things, and you'd have to do a lot of scrubbing to get through these videos. So just as a suggestion, don't feel obligated if you do become a subscriber to stay a subscriber. You don't have to. That's the beauties of getting involved with a subscription. And I've noticed too that a lot of people, they've really gotten interested in, maybe like Civil 3D can be kind of like a New Year's resolution. If you're an engineer and you are getting ready to, maybe you're looking to get hired by a civil engineering firm. When they see that you have Civil 3D experience, even if it's just working with tutorials and things like we're going over right now, it looks great on a resume. Plus, you can go into the interview and feel more and more confident that, yeah, I feel like a very well-rounded candidate for the job, as opposed to, well, I've got a lot of college and course experience, but I don't have any technical experience. Because what you're going to be running into is, whether you become a design technician or you become an engineer, a lot of firms, what they do as entry is they have you take a CAD test. A lot of jobs that I've been involved with, before I was able to actually get the job, they had me take a Civil 3D CAD test, and it's timed. Some of these tests are timed. I remember one interview in particular. I had a guy that was actually, we did a Zoom interview, and I shared his screen, and what he would do is he would tell me, okay, show me how to do such and such in Civil 3D, and they had their own drawing that it was like a there were different problems within Civil 3D that I had to solve using the Civil 3D tools. And even an experienced guy like me felt nervous, when it's timed and you have somebody watching you and they're testing you to make sure that you have a certain amount of knowledge. Whether you're an engineer or a technician, you could be running into that, So a lot of the stuff that we're going over right now is just sort of like the basics. There's even times where I've been working with Civil 3D tools for tons of different projects, but there's still aspects of Civil 3D. I got some questions today with regards to road assemblies, for a residential subdivision. Somebody is, actually having some difficulty with trying to use like different assemblies and things like that. And I'm an experienced guy and I don't work with that every day. So it was difficult for me to really answer a question, a YouTube question, because I'm not dealing with that aspect of Civil 3D. So it's like, okay, how do I answer this question? Well, I got to get into the live stream and I got to work with tutorials. I got to continue to practice. I love Allen Iverson. What are you talking about? Practice. Playoffs? Anyways. But yeah, that's my rant. Yo, Sammy, the Inspirational Nomad's here. Let's check him out. Go to Inspirational Nomad on YouTube. This guy, he's always an encourager. It's the man. Subscribe to him. Just hit 30,000 subscribers. He's got thousands of videos. Sam says, Charles, what's up, brother? Just do you. Do your best. Don't let people put you down. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, man. I mean, no matter where you're at in life, there's always going to be roadblocks, whether it's people's attitudes or whatever it might be. You just continue to just look past it, But no, I mean, whenever, Sam, we were talking about experience. If you haven't been using your experience in a particular area, I know that Sam used to be an electrical contractor, I believe. If you haven't been using a certain aspect of electrical contracting, then you start to forget some of the things that you picked up. So sometimes it's kind of nice to have like a little refresher to where you can refresh yourself on different aspects of this Civil 3D stuff. It's practice, staying up to date, just staying current, staying warmed up. So but there's always going to be people that are going to need to learn different aspects of maybe things that you don't know, but you still have to sort of dive into it and kind of research it and try and figure it out for yourselves. Because I think all of us want to be well-rounded in whatever it is we're doing. So, but I appreciate that, Sam. I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate the support, brother. Sam, actually, he had a membership program that he recently decided to turn off for a little while, just to invite more and more people to come in and chat and kind of share different aspects of how they're trying to move forward in life. All of us are trying to move forward, and right now I'm trying to move forward with trying to refresh myself with Civil 3D. And, especially in the beginning of the year, we want to start off the new year on the right foot. So that's my inspirational talk for today. Okay, we're going to be diving into using a child label style. Okay, I got this little wordy introduction right here, so bear with me. In this exercise, you'll create a child label style that derives its default settings from an existing label style or parent. In the following steps, you'll create a child of an existing alignment label style and modify some of the label style properties. You'll examine the results and then override some of the child style properties with those of the parent label style. This exercise continues from creating a label style, and it also uses the labels-5A drawing with the modifications we just made in our previous exercise. Okay, so let's go ahead and start creating a child label style. Okay, let's look for our West Street alignment. Let's go ahead and zoom to. This is on the west side of our site. And we'll zoom in. And we've got we want to zoom into this station right here at 80. Okay, we're going to control click this. Then we're going to right click. And we're going to select label properties. Okay, we've got our properties palette right here. Actually, it didn't do that right. Let me escape out of this. Control click. Label properties. Well, let's roll with it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, for major station, we're going to select perpendicular with line. There we go. Okay, now we're going to select this create edit. Then we're going to select create child of current selection. Okay, we're going to rename this to station emphasis. Then we go into the layout tab. For the component name, we're going to select station, which we're on right now. Text height, we're going to change that to 5. Then we're going to change the attachment to middle left. Then we're going to click OK twice. There we go. Okay, it says right here that the station is now displayed in large text that's attached to the end of the line. The size and position of the text are properties of the new style, station emphasis. The contents of the text and the color and length of the line are properties of the parent style. And the parent style is perpendicular with line. Let's go ahead and press escape to deselect the label. In the drawing, we're going to go over to 100 and control click this station. Then we're going to change its style to perpendicular with line. You can see underneath we've got the child style of station emphasis, but we're going to select this. And that's essentially it. Let me undo what I just did. Okay, so we select, or actually control click this, change this to perpendicular with line, and you'll notice that we've got that child station emphasis underneath the parent. And there we go. That's basically it. Okay, let's go into the tool space under the settings tab. expand the alignment. And then label styles, we'll expand that. Station, major station. Before I go in too deep into this, one of the biggest difficulties with Civil 3D is that a lot of these styles, see, all of these are just different components of Civil 3D. And when you're working with it, when I first started working with this, I thought, gosh, everything just seems so buried within the settings. You know, I mean, you can see it right here in the tree. You know, you've got alignment, label styles, go even deeper, go into station, go even deeper, major station. Then we're going to be getting into, what did I do here? Come on. Wish I could get this hourglass thing out of the way. There we go. Settings. Okay. We're going to select perpendicular with line, right click, and select edit. I mean, it can be confusing. I mean, I'll just put it to you that way. You know, a lot of this stuff can tend to be buried within the settings tab. A lot of the different styles and the different appearances of things often get controlled within the settings tab in your tool space. So if you don't know where something is, like if you're trying to change the look of a bearing or something like that, you know, you might have to do some digging, you know, in order to find it. You know, like for example, under parcel, you know, you can dive a little bit deeper into that, then you can change like the style of a bearing or something like that. I'll just caution you that was difficult for me, you know, when I first started this. It's even difficult for me now. I mean, just to kind of remember, okay, where are certain styles and stuff. So don't feel bad. You know, it might take a little bit of time to find different things. Other guys that have been doing Civil 3D for a long period of time, you know, sometimes they're just really, really quick at it, but they're that way, you're your own way. So if it takes you some time, so be it. Okay, let's go into summary, the summary tab. Expand the component 1 property. We're looking for the text height row, which is right here. And we're going to select child override right here. And in the child override column, you'll see this down arrow with an X is displayed, indicating that the previously independent property of the child has been overridden by the parent. Then click OK. Now you'll notice that the labels now use the same size. Remember how this 80 was super huge? Well, now that text size has been suppressed by what we just did. And it overrides the child style. The alignment of the line is still different because the text attachment point of the child style was not overridden. And that's essentially it, guys. I hope that this stuff helps you. This is the end of this particular exercise. But what I would highly encourage you to do is to practice. Practice. Just like Allen Iverson. Practice. Everybody's got to practice. If you want to get good at something, if you want to know where things are, like right now, these exercises are practice for when I cut and edit the videos for the subscriptions that I do for people. I have to sound somewhat confident, when I'm teaching on course or if I'm going over certain material. This is just another way to practice. Got to practice. Boy, I might need to look into getting a different microphone as opposed to a headset. I don't know. I might have to go to the Joe Rogan route where he's got kind of like that microphone on a boom. All right, let's go over some business. That's the Inspirational Nomad who we just talked to. And if you want to join memberships for Civil 3D lessons, you can get it for $9.99 a month. The latest 10 videos along with the exercise files. That's kind of like the budget conscious aspect to option for a membership. The big time budget option is to just go through the free streams. But if you don't want to waste time, I suggest that you go with the lessons, or you can go with the Civil 3D All Access, which is $29.99 a month. You get over 100 videos with the exercise files. Everything's all cleaned up, straight to the point. If you'd like to get into a free trial, a free 3-day trial, I would go this route before I would do the YouTube memberships, quite frankly, just because I get, the free 3-day trial, but it gives you access to all this content, all this pristine content, very organized, working with alignments. You have all the exercise files right here. And these things just get straight to the point, nice and easy. And I would highly encourage you to go to the civil3d.tv website, sign up for tutorial updates, stay up to date and current with us. If maybe you take a month off and you haven't been practice. You can get involved with if you get the newsletter, if you get the email that gets sent the first of every month, you can catch up with us. It'll have like a list of all the live streams that we've done. They're long, they're about a half hour each video, but they're free and you can scrub through, as many of them as you like, but it can keep you up to date with us, if you've been following along for a little while, or sign up for a subscription, if you want to. You can sign up if you want to. Sorry, it's my Forrest Gump impression. Got to lighten this stream up a little bit. It's too technical, too nerdy, too boring. Got to lighten it up with a few movie quotes every once in a while. A few Allen Iverson quotes. Practice. So. And that's the business. I just fed you guys some of the business this evening. And if you have any ideas for what you would like some videos on, a lot of people, what they do is they just drop me some ideas in the comments section within the YouTube channel, and you can kind of get into, hey Charlie, I'd like to be able to see this. I'd like to be able to see this aspect of Civil 3D. Maybe I have like an up and coming interview that I'd like to get a refresher on. Maybe I already have a video for it in my library. I can point that out to you. And if you need like some suggestions on what to expect, for an interview, I've been in lots of interviews, and if you need a little bit of help in just being confident for an interview, I'm your man. So that is it for tonight, folks. I hope you guys have a great night. Keep practice, and I'll check you later. Peace.